So we're going to be going through today a 4-course menu, and what I actually did was I put together a menu that included a dish or a side dish from each of the 4 regions that he discusses in the book. So we tried to, he's created fusion menus, and we fused his fusion menus as well. So I don't know, I guess there's a conversation we could have about that. But let's see, there's menus in each of the different regions. The first chapter is Ginger, Lily, and Sweet Fire, and that is Asian, mostly Thai. The second one is Mediterranean hillsides and beaches. The third is Island and Oasis. And the fourth is the flowering of America. So today we're going to have a coconut milk soup from the first menu, and we're going to follow that with a side dish of sauteed sweet potatoes and Asian pears that comes from the Americas. And then we are going to do something a little different with one of the recipes that he had in here. He was doing a mahi-mahi grilled with starfruit, so we decided to make it a little more accessible for everyone. We would do a pan-seared chicken for the purposes of this demonstration, and we used papaya instead of starfruit. So what we're trying to do is show you that you can adapt everything to make it work for your dietary restrictions, for your likes, for your abilities, and for the equipment and ingredients you have at home. And then we're going to follow that with a spicy cabbage salad as a palate cleanser, and a dessert of cantaloupe with minted cream and a blackberry coulis. So, I guess with that, Sean's going to treat us to some of the poetry from the book to open.
Ginger, lily, and sweet fire, the click of marble and stainless steel, summer rain on a tin roof, steaming. Outside it rages, crisp, clean, and stormy. So let's go slow. Simmer and roast. Cook on low heat. Let the hours pass. Savor and cradle the day in our arms, or better yet, let the day hold us.
And the book is interspersed with Lamar's poetry about food and about the romance of cooking and the romance that can be shared when cooking. So we're gonna share some of his poetry, and the first thing we're gonna do
maybe
is
a little romance.
Maybe a little romance. There's always romance here
Okay.
at Gatsby Books. And the first thing we're going to do is everybody gets to not wait to eat and have some of the coconut. It's a coconut milk soup with lemongrass, garlic, ginger, some chicken stock, lime juice, and we have a bunch of sauteed mushrooms in there as well. And we'll pass around the chili paste in case anybody wants it. So this is directly out of the book. I made no changes to this except for the omission of the chicken. And I did not use peanut oil because of allergy concerns. Cabbage salad. In the book, he suggests doing it as a torn salad. I've done it a little bit more like a slaw because I think that it's a nicer presentation for a sit-down meal. A nice way to do that with this might be to throw some diced or sliced red chilies on top. So I put the thinly sliced red onion in with the cabbage, and the dressing that we have here is a spiced rice wine vinegar. There's some sugar, there's some ginger, there's some cardamom, there is some ground coriander, there's some white pepper, and there's a little bit of salt. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this vinegar dressing onto the cabbage and onions, and while we're doing some other things, we're going to let that sit and kind of get the flavors into the tougher vegetables, and then at the end we'll put it together and I'll show you guys how to finish it up. So one thing you can also do that Lamar suggests in the book, I think is a great idea, is you can make this vinegar right in the bottle. So you throw all of your spices right in the bottle and then just shake it on. And that works especially well if you're going to do it as sort of a composed salad on the plate instead of doing it this way as more of a slaw application with a thin sliced vegetables. So we sort of toss this around and put it off red onion that we tossed with the dressing a little bit earlier. And we're going to take some cucumbers and some cilantro and some red chili. And so what we're going to do, I'll use these, is I think it's really pretty to lay the cucumber out on the plate like this. And if you have a really nice cucumber from a farmer's market, you can leave the skin on and it's perfectly great. But if I get a cucumber from the market, I always take the skin off because it tends to be really thick and heavy and a little bit waxy. I don't particularly like it. I don't think it adds anything. So for these, I took the skin of the cucumber off just with a vegetable peeler, and then you cut it in half, and then you put, with the edge of your spoon, you scoop the seeds out. So we've got a little bit of cucumber there, and we'll put a nice little pile of the salad, like that. Okay, and then we'll sprinkle a little bit of cilantro and a couple of these. Makes it pretty. And then we'll put a little bit more of our dressing just over the top. There you go. And that's the salad, so we'll put this over to the side for a moment.